And I think that we have to do a short-term and a long-term strategy. And we really need to begin to come to grips with this in our country, because you can go down a long list of these cases, and you know that there have been many in recent time. And there was a 12-year-old child that was killed just a few days ago in New York. I believe he had a toy gun. So you can rattle off these instances. And one of the most important things that I think people need to do who are not African American, who are not Latino, is need to just take a deep breath for 1 minute and say, maybe I don't understand. Maybe there's something going on here that I need to look at. Because, you know, all of the polling shows the sharp divide. Latinos, African Americans see the world one way, non-Latino and African Americans see the world another way. But we need a long-term strategy. In Ferguson, they most definitely need to diversify the leadership of that city, the police department, the city council. And so we need to look at things both in the short term and the long term.
All right, we have a lot of social media that has reacted, obviously, to this story. Let me read you just a sampling of a couple that have come in. Alicia Gaetano says, it isn't just talking to your kids about how to dress. How about talking to them about abiding by the law? And then Michelle B. Bolden writes, how about the media back off? Maybe your build-up of this horrible mess could have been avoided. The coverage and the cameras have created a monster. Yes, Congresswoman, what's your reaction?
Well, I want to say something about abiding by the law, because, you know, the officer talked about how he saw the cigarettes or whatever that Michael Brown had taken. You know, since when do we not have trials? Since when do we execute people? I mean, the way that the information was leaked from day one of this case, and intentionally leaking the information about the video, it's terrible if he committed a crime before this happened. But even if he did commit a crime, is a police officer supposed to be the jury and the executioner on the spot? So, you know, it's that kind of mentality that we really need to begin to look at. Well, you know what, also, if you think about the civil rights movement, if you think about the Rodney King beating, if it wasn't for the media showing those images to the world, you know, it's no telling how much longer these situations would go on. So we absolutely need that exposure. That has to happen.